Yo, it's good. It's your man, 100 Grand Ross with The Rock Never Stops. Yo, I needed to do this video because I've had multiple conversations about my videos and comments on Jarace Walker from the University of Houston, who's looked to be picked probably in the top 10 of this upcoming draft. And I had him slotted at number 5 for the Detroit Pistons. But for some reason, and I think it's just really lazy analysis, that I have fans consistently coming back to me with Jarace Walker is Isaiah Stewart. And I don't know if it's a skin complexion thing. I don't know if it's a body type build thing. But these two players couldn't be further from one another. And eventually I was just like, I told this one person who commented, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do a video on it. Because this is ridiculous. The fact that you're comparing Jarace Walker to Isaiah Stewart is foolish. And I'm going to dive into that in this video. If you enjoy it, smash the like button for me. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. So subscribe. If you enjoy it, hit the bell for notifications so you can get notified for more videos coming out. Yo, first of all, let me just say, Isaiah Stewart, I love him as a player. Coming out of the University of Washington, extremely talented ball player at about 6'10", with about a 7'5" wingspan. He is a prototypical undersized center, right? Who is looking to transition into more of a power forward so that he can increase his longevity in the league and his possibility for being a starting caliber player in the NBA. Right now, he's more of a tough physical rebounding interior presence who's developing a three-point shot, can do a little bit of facilitating playmaking at the top of the key in terms of hitting backdoor cuts, but really makes his bread and butter from rebounding, setting hard screens, and being able to catch lobs and to close off the rim, challenging shots at the rim. I mean, if we're honest, he's one of the more fearless big men when it comes to challenging players at the rim. And that is a skill, that is a talent, and that is very useful. What he brings to the NBA is something that's going to have him employed for a long time. I mean, just look at Bismack Biyombo, right? If Bismack Biyombo could shoot threes, he would be starting, right? And so this is the type of scenario that an Isaiah Stewart is trying to situate himself, because he's still pretty young in his career. He's on his rookie deal still, right? But here's the thing. Jarace Walker is completely different. Jarace Walker is somewhat of a hybrid between a OG Anunoby and Draymond Green. OG Anunoby and Draymond Green. If you are familiar with the first player, OG Anunoby, can literally guard, at times, all 5 positions on the court. He has great lateral quickness and agility, great balance, a solid, low, extremely strong base. His legs are built like tree trunks. He's extremely physical at 230 pounds with a 7'2" wingspan. He's a good enough athlete. He's not like that elite 1%, but he's a really solid athlete. But he uses his strength and his length and his agility to be able to be a multi-positional defender at a high level. You're never going to see Isaiah Stewart switching on to point guards and looking good. He's not going to get into a pick and roll and then be able to stick with that guard coming off of the roll and be able to hold his own. That's not his forte. He's more of a drop coverage, challenge you when you come to the rim. But Jarace Walker, not only does he have the ability to switch, he has the ability to not just hold his own, but to shut you down. Now, he's not going to shut down the great point guards like Damian Lillard and Stephen Curry and them, right? Nobody can. But he is somebody that you can confidently allow him to switch on to, knowing that he's not going to get immediately exposed and your defense will be put in a bad situation. With that said, he's a solid enough rebounder for his position, similar to OG Anunoby. He's not a volume rebounder where he's going to get double-digit rebounds. As another similar player comp in Paul Millsap was. Paul Millsap was a power forward who was able to learn how to play a little bit of that small forward positioning, and who developed a lot of skill once at Utah. He developed a lot of skill. Jarace Walker is coming in with a great amount of skill. His ability to switch in multiple positions, his ability to defend on the interior, rebound, challenge at the rim, get steals, deflections with his 7'2", 7'3" wingspan at 6'8", 220, 230 pounds. He's closer to 230 pounds. But he's also a far better athlete than Isaiah Stewart. He's a far better athlete, actually, than OG Anunoby and Draymond Green. I mean, easily Draymond Green. But OG Anunoby, he's far springier. And he also has an extremely quick first step. And this is what I also want to bring up. His offensive side. His first step is absolutely explosive. I love it. It's something that we refer to as that quick twitch first step. There are guys who have good footwork and can use their footwork and ball handling, change of pace, maybe some pivots to get to the rim on you. Guys like DeMar DeRozan, OG Anunoby, right? Even a Stephen Curry. These guys use their footwork, timing, leverage, and understanding how to navigate screens, finding angles. They use a lot of skill to get to the basket. But then there's guys like Zach LaVine. There's guys like Damian Lillard. There are guys who are one hesitation from blowing past you and just using their first step. And Jarace Walker has that first step. Not just that, but he also has an incredible handle. He's a far better ball handler than Draymond Green or OG Anunoby will ever be. It was something to be said that, I forget his name, but he's one of the guard prospects from the University of Houston. I think it's Marcus Sasser, I believe his name is, who's probably going to be a high second-round draft pick in this coming draft. He said that Jarace Walker easily had the best ball handling skills on the team. And this is a point guard. This is a guard saying this about an incoming freshman who's playing the forward position, anchoring their defense. Like, this is something that really must stand out to you as an evaluator. Because when you have a great handle, not a good enough handle, I'm talking about a handle that can break guys down, especially at the forward position. When you have that coming into the NBA, along with an explosive first step and good size on you, and strength and physicality and length, your ability to create shots at the rim is already starting off at a space that far exceeds your average forward or power forward in the NBA. Jarace Walker is going to be able to take advantage of the majority of forwards in the NBA, either with strength, his explosiveness, his length, or his footwork. The last part of it is his passing. His passing ability is closer to a Draymond Green, right? And Isaiah Stewart, he's closer to like a Steven Adams, right? Somebody like Jacopoto who understands the angles of backdoor cuts and can thread that needle. But then there are guys like Draymond Green who can literally facilitate your offense, who can come down the court and bring the ball up from the three-point line, from the rebound all the way up to the opposite three-point line and get you into your offense. He can call out the play. He can sit there and confidently handle at the top of the key, almost like an Aaron Gordon, who might be a far better comparison. I think he might be a little bit better passer than Aaron Gordon, but very similar in terms of that quick first step, that natural body strength, and that explosiveness. I don't think he's as athletic as Aaron Gordon, but he's close. He's close. And so when you start comparing him to Isaiah Stewart, it's really a lazy comparison because they are nothing alike outside of their girth and skin complexion. That's it. Jarace Walker is not going to play the imposing, physical screen setter, who's going to roll to the basket and stay around the rim if he's not stretching out to the three-point line. Matter of fact, Jarace Walker probably has a worse three-point shot than Isaiah Stewart has right now. Not his form, but his consistency, right? He's not there yet. And so I just wanted to do this video just to clarify that, because when I start talking about how I think he's worth the number 5 pick, whether he lands there or with the Indiana Pacers, I think it's somewhere between the two. But when I start talking about a player's value and guys are just like, I'd rather have this guy instead, I'm like, do you understand who you are saying this guy is better than? And your reasonings need to show me that you actually know who this player is. And so, as always, I want to know what you all think. Do you agree with my analysis of Jarace Walker? Do you think I'm missing something? I mean, we could also talk about his basketball IQ, his ability to anchor a defense. There's a whole lot of other things that we could talk about in that regard. Other than that, holler at me in the comment section. Like, subscribe, help me to get to 1,000. I appreciate y'all. Hit the bell for notifications, and I'm going to get at y'all next time. Peace.